AM Stereo 900 WNMB, and we are at the Little River Chamber of Commerce. Jennifer Walters is with us. And Jennifer, you've got an important guest today, so I'm going to let you introduce her and get right to the important stuff we want to share today.
Good morning. Thank you so much. Yes, and as my guest this morning on Chamber Chat, I have Helen Graham with Anderson Insurance, LLC. And they are Helen, tell us what you are, because you say it much better than I could, and I don't want to make a mistake.
We're an independent agency, which means that we have contracts with multiple companies as far as homeowners, auto, even your business insurance. So being an independent, we can shop your needs a little better than...
So, for example, with the Little River Chamber, since we're a client of yours, we have different insurance policies, whether it be our workman's compensation, our general liability, even our festival insurance. And I believe every single one of those policies is written with a different underwriter. So
it is.
That way you guys can go out and say, okay, this is the needs of this policy, and then you can find the best coverage at the best price.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
And so, because of all this weather and rain we've had lately, we particularly are interested in what you can do for us for flood insurance.
Yes, most people don't realize that all of Horry County is in a flood zone. It may be a high risk, a low risk, a moderate risk, and the low risk are what we call the X zones or preferred zones. In this last episode of rain that we had, 25% of the claims that were filed for flood were in a preferred or X zone.
Wow.
And these people didn't have insurance because their lender, mortgagee, didn't require it because they were in what's called the preferred zone. And so these people that do not have this coverage, they'll comprise over a third of what FEMA actually pays out in assistance.
So even if you didn't have a flood policy, you can still make a claim against because FEMA is here to help us.
That's right, and FEMA is helping the people even in the X and preferred zones.
Oh my goodness! Well, and we would never have known that. We would thought, well, I guess I should have known better and go get a policy tomorrow. Today.
Exactly. And the thing about flood insurance is when you apply for it without a mortgagee or a lender requiring it, there is a 30-day wait.
Okay.
So if you hear that it's going to be raining, you can't come in and buy a policy and have flood insurance the next day. Mm-hmm. That is the guidelines for the National Flood Insurance Program, that there is a 30-day wait. And the thing about being in an X zone, again, you don't know what zone you're in. You need to call your agent or call our agency. 843-281-2889, and let us tell you what zone you're in, because your premiums could very well be affordable. I mean, you have a $150,000 house, and the flood insurance program gives you $60,000 in contents. That premium's only $371 a year.
Wow.
You have a $250,000 home with $100,000 in personal property. That premium is $430 a year.
And we always thought flood insurance was so expensive, so those of us that didn't have a lender that required it probably strayed away from it because, we can't afford it. But that's very reasonable for the protection that you get.
Well, as some of the here's one of the things. 2 minutes of rain can cause thousands of dollars worth of damage. And 2 inches of rain, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We had that much in 2 minutes a couple of Fridays ago.
It felt like it.
Yeah, we had 13 inches in one day. So, that's pretty accurate.
So don't think that you can't afford flood insurance. Just like I said, get your zone determination, find out what it is, and get a quote for it.
And don't wait till we're declared a national disaster in order to have FEMA help us out. Okay, and so, but you guys, so you're there to do that for us. All we have to do is make the phone call. You can run our address or whatever to determine whether we're in the zone, and then you can let us know what we are eligible for.
Exactly.
And you do the same with other policies, for example, our auto insurance, and I know you do both personal and business.
That's right. We do all personal lines, all commercial lines. And our website, AndersonInsuranceLLC.com, will tell you a full list of what we do. If you'll just log on and take a look, and we'll be glad to give you a phone quote. We do not require you to come into our office to buy insurance.
That's amazing. But if you do want to come in, it's real convenient, and they're always there to help you because guess what? They're right down the hall from the chambers. So, second floor of the Crestcom Bank at the corner of Highway 17 and Baker Street in Little River. And if you can't remember all that, folks, because they're a member of the Little River Chamber, just go to littleriverchamber.org and navigate through our business directory, and you'll find Anderson Insurance, LLC, and all the great folks down the hall to help you out with all your personal and business insurance coverage. Thanks so much for joining me this morning, Helen. I learned a lot.
Thank you for having us, and we hope that we don't need our flood insurance again anytime soon.
Thank you. That's for sure. And I hope you'll join me this evening. We have a ribbon cutting, just another note of business for the Little River Chamber. Ribbon cutting tonight up at Nail FX, the salon over by the Lowe's grocery store and the Lowe's Food Plaza is under new management, so we're going to welcome them to our chamber community. Come on out at 6 o'clock. I think it's going to be a lovely celebration for a new business, and maybe we'll get pampered.
I'm pampered just being here with you, two beautiful ladies. Let me tell you.
Thanks so much for and thank you for hosting us on Chamber Chat. We appreciate that.
It's always a good time. AM Stereo 900 WNMB, great music. Here's some to prove it. Here's some to